Hi! Today I wanted to try my hand at an acrylic painting because it's been quite a while since I've done that, and I had this perfect reference image in my head. I started by making a mixture with burnt sienna and just water to dilute it, because I quite like to prime my canvas before starting the actual painting. I think it gets you over the fear of the blank white canvas, and because you put that first layer of the paint down, you're ready to move forward. And I wanted to do a bit of an underpainting technique, so I'm sort of mapped out my clouds by lifting the paint while it was still wet. I'm using mostly Rowney acrylics. And then with a bit more thicker paint, I'm just sketching out the composition. So I decided I wanted to paint a house based off a picture I've taken a few weeks ago where I was on a walk on the canal. I've actually made a very small painting sketch with acrylic paint in my previous video, but it was quite a small scale painting, so I thought I want to try this on a larger scale and see what I can do, add more detail to it, and yeah. After the sketch, I mapped out the darkest areas in the painting and then just slightly mapped out the trees and the greenery in the back. And then I had a special guest for a thorough inspection to see if my underpainting is done properly. I keep seeing this sort of technique on my shorts and on reels recently where people use palette knives to paint the sky, and I thought that's very interesting. I haven't done that before, so I wanted to give that a go. It's something I definitely need a bit more practice with, but it's quite interesting because it gives a lot of texture. So I thought, because this is quite a long video of doing just one painting and I don't need to explain step by step what I'm doing, maybe I'll answer a few questions that I've received over on my Instagram. The first question is from Anne. She wanted to know, what do I think is the reason why I love making art? And this is quite a tricky question, actually. I was thinking about it for a bit and I couldn't really put my finger on it. I thought, is it because I like to capture moments from life? But of course you can do that with a camera. But then I thought, is it because you give your own spin to a painting? Unless you're doing something really realistic, you would always put your feelings and your interpretation of a scene or a subject. And I just always get this itch if I see something that I like on the internet or in real life. I wanted to put it down on paper, even if it's just a sketch. And if the subject is interesting enough, I really want to paint it. It's been such a long time since I've been doing art, so I can't really pinpoint what drew me to it. I think when you're a child, you just have all of this creativity that you have to express, and eventually, if you keep doing it, you just become an artist. Painting the bricks was so fiddly and it took me so long. I didn't think it would take me so much time. Initially, I was thinking, oh, I'll have this painting done in about a few hours, but it took me about 2 days. I wasn't painting on it constantly, but it was much more time than I thought it would take me. And I was sort of regretting going so detailed on that front facade. The next question is from Cedric, and his question is, do you have any favorite art medium? It's quite hard to say sometimes because I like enjoying different types of mediums. I tend to get bored to sticking to just one thing. If I were to answer this question more bluntly, I'd probably say watercolors and oils in terms of painting. Watercolor is the medium that I've been using the longest, and oils is the medium that I've learned most recently. So it's very contrasting there. I also really enjoy using pencils, especially colored pencils, and graphite. Now going to the greenery, I sort of tried to copy the style from the sketch I was doing, and I think maybe it wasn't the most suitable for the painting. I think I needed something a bit more detailed. I'm using very big brush strokes, and I think maybe I needed a few more different colors in there, but I found it very hard to mix different shades of green. This is the end result. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I certainly did have fun making this painting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.